Hello, and welcome back. So, last we left off, we finally managed to get our Scion friends back to the source. And we woke up Grahatia. Now there are things afoot. And oh yeah, and also Ali Shay's been working on a cure for tempering. So we might be able to cure tempering instead of having the only option be to kill them. So that'll be nice. And our first test subject, as it were, will be Gabu, I believe his name is. Little goblin guy who sadly got tempered by, I believe it was Titan. So we'll see if we can help him out. Make him a normal person again. And of course, let's transition. I was just sitting in here with my lovely orchestral rolls. Oh yeah, also, I've been leveling Red Mage. Got to 57 now. It's getting close to 58, which will be my next Red Mage quest. Love Rise. Great song. Yeah. Also, not sure how much of this was this past week or the week before, but Sage is level, of course, 80, but actually now 81, and a bit more than a half. Reaper, also level 80. Dark Knight, also level 80 now. So, nice. Yeah, I think Dark Knight was still a bit shy of 80 last week. But now they're level 80. They get their own little living shadow buddy. Their dark side to help fight them. Or to help fight alongside them. I also got... I remembered, oh yeah, I can use my tombstones on stuff. So I started equipping my Dark Knight with the item level 530 here. But then I ran out of tombstones, so I gotta get more. And with this set, I'm gonna be setting it to a glamour, because like, look at that, that looks nice. Looks very like Dark Souls 3-ish. Doesn't go with my whole, you know, Empoleon look, but still looks nice, so I may use it on occasion. So I just stuck it in my glamour dresser over there. Set it to a glamour plate, and then took it back out and put it on. Blue face, blue blood, currency, black and blue. Yeah, we gotta go see Gabu. It's right around the corner here. What is this? Warrior late game, the mitts are the healing it brings. So no mitt is tank, not self-healing? Yeah. Second healer party. All defensives the tank has. No mitt means they're not using mitigation to decrease damage taken. Yeah. Meaning they're putting more work on the... Okay. I saw, meaning they're putting more work on the healer and, you know, no mitigation stuff. I thought they were talking about, like, an update was going to remove mitigations or something. I was like, what? Huh? What's going on? But nah. Just if the tank is not using mitigations, then of course that puts more work on the healer. Yeah. Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our host bring Gabu to us at once. Yes. We had a bit of an adventure trying to get information on how to cure tempering. But
apologies for the wait.
We may have found a way.
Gabu, have you been good? Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him. It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Yeah. Might take some time and a few treatments, but should work.
Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, come on.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
Huh.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
Oh, yes. We may have a solution.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul.
Yeah. Just kind of get rid of that fanatical faith of, you know, the primals.
Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Time to summon Angelo.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Yeah?
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Yeah.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
I also
With
have
your
ether
permission,
that I
then,
could,
let us begin.
you know, that I could offer. But okay.
Yes, this will do.
Whew.
And now, it's my turn.
Sorry, just look at this maelstrom lady just standing there looking like... Wow, this is... quite something. Just... Oh, sorry, I cut you off, Graha.
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
Nodders.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
Yeah. And off goes Gabu.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Well, this seems as good a spot as any to have a rest.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light-corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation.
Indeed.
However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Don't tell me, tell her. Bro, say it to her face.
I should, I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
Alize. Hey. Girl.
Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
I see Graha's not all exhausted.
I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Aww, Gabu!
He's adorable. He's like a little child. Little Gabulin child.
All this time, My mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gabu. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gabu.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
We hope so.
Yes, we can. All of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use.
Takes a lot
As
of
you
mana.
know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Currently, yes.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then, the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya, the real one.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go
Man.
now, Gabu. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
Man, Ishtola, you sure do have strong feelings on Master Matoya.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Itokabu. Forget us not. Phew. Like master, like pupil. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. It's always such a trek to get to her cave. Dravania, look at that. There's only one Aetheryte in the near the Dravanian hinterlands, and it's in Idylshire. Then you gotta head out into the hinterlands and then head all the way south. It's ridiculous. So it's alright. He just feels faster on land. Whether or not he actually is, I don't know. But he is a horse of sorts. So it makes sense. Look at all those classes. Still gotta work some more on Blue Mage as well. I'm mainly focusing Red Mage so that I can go and do the magical range DPS role quest line. That way I will have done them all. But I would like to just get all my classes to level 50 plus so I can just get rid of all the less than level 50 gear. I take it you are ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil? Very well. Master Matoya!
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
It's true, I did bring my pirogo with me.
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Y'shtola's like, excuse me, Alphino? That...
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
Uh-huh.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed.
This is your mess,
And
Alphino.
devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
Graha.
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I am proud to call myself a Scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
Well. We need many, many more. We need hundreds of porksies. Like, hundreds of them.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
Of course.
So I just need to create porksies with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers.
Yeah.
We'd collapse before we reached double figures.
Need a source of ether.
But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porksy, as it were. Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Moldy old hole. Alright. Off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiar is there. That may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what has become of it. Ah, there's sure to be a handful of feral familiars, and mayhap a monster or two, but nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Fine, we'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there's no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send one of my pirogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell him who you are. One can't be too careful, after all. Off you go. Very well. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm not allowed to... So I didn't actually have my Porogo here. My little Porogo. Because apparently I'm not allowed to have him here. What? It's all the way there. Not bang, dude. I think it'll be faster to just go through here instead of going from here all the way around. Alright. Araya! Cenotaph. So I might shift to Dark Knight for a little bit. If we're gonna go through a dungeon, I prefer, especially if it's gonna be a dungeon where I'm bringing NPCs, I'd prefer to be a tank. I do enjoy playing Sage, but since I'm the one leading the party and they won't really move ahead without me, that means the NPC tank won't do their job as well. They will, but they take quite a bit of encouragement. Whereas if I'm the tank, no encouragement needed. Hello, Purorogo. Greetings, and welcome to my good mistress's relic. Purorogo is my name, and I'm honored to be your guide. Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite
ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it you do not lose your way. Now then, only say the word, and I will show you in. Matoya's relics now accessible. 'Tis a regular duty. And yes, good. Party of NPCs, then yes, I would like to bring all of you. Well, I think you'll have to stay right here, Alphino, for now. Why? Alphino? Why are you a scholar all of a sudden? You're supposed to be... Oh wait, no. That's right, he's not a sage yet. Not for a bit.
I stand ever ready.
Okay. Graha. Calm down now. Commence. Light party.
Put your faith in the light.
Oh yeah, also...
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients. Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
But also, I changed my eye color. I was getting tired of how the green clashed with all of my blue, including my blue highlights in my hair. So I decided to make my eyes match as well.
The clay can be had at the clay pot cauldron.
Never thought I would see this place again.
First things first, we need to harvest some clay.
We will be counting on your local knowledge.
The clay can be had at the clay pot cauldron. Through this portal, if you would.
Earthy portal. Here we go. Oh, also I'll need to grit.
Forward. Please follow me and put down any pests that bar the way.
Or no, that's I need this. I was looking for a Reaper ability, and then I was like, wait a minute. Wrong class.
Just the beginning.
Whoops. Oh well.
Come, Frey.
Enter the fray. Frey disappear already.
Use a defensive here.
My buddies. Graha doesn't seem great at healing. These guys are taking a while to take down. My goodness. Probably because my DPS party members are not using AoEs. They're just using single targets.
I will to assist you with the gap.
Woo! Wow. My goodness, yeah, I'm doing next to nothing to these guys. It's crazy. My friends are targeting one enemy at a time. Ridiculous.
Allow me.
What do you mean I'll allow you? To do what, Groundhog? You're gonna allow Frey to help. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey you, what do you think you're doing? I hit you. Get over here. Okay, seriously, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be attacking that. Why do you keep switching targets? Oh my goodness. You stupid Spriggans. You're taking your eyes off them for a second. And they're hurting your friends.
Just the beginning.
Sonny of Ziggy.
The grave is just across the way. But you need to deal with the Mudman first.
Is that supposed to be a golem? Wow. Over here. Like that. Woo! That's a lot of damage. Come, Frey. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew. I was weird. Yeah. What's that guy? What's that guy doing over there? Great. Good. Oh, you're supposed to line it up with those singles. Okay. Gotcha.
then.
Okay, well, he's dead. Woo! Got a quick time material. Let's go. Very Magician's Apprentice song for this place.
Get the water flowing again. But next we need to get the water flowing again.
So what's next? Water? That's right. Water to work the clay.
It will be my pleasure to show you to the planet Colbert. Please use this caution. Safety, I ask you to keep close to me.
Oh, man, I do not do much damage, huh? Ridiculous. Like, I know I'm a tank and all, but still. Alright. Everybody look at me. Look at me. Good.
Wait,
Okay, so guess we go down. Everybody, look at me. Supposed to be healing me? Necklace of Aim. How do you go that way? It's weird. You two, or you three, to do your jobs. Well, I guess that's what I get for bringing 2 magic DPS. Actually, 3 mages. 3 mages. All 3 of them are mages. That sounded real bad. Okay. Poor Stola just like snapped her ankle. Hi, Nixie. Yep.
Let's give them a show!
Assuming that those are gonna do something. Yep. Stun. Where'd you go? No, I just summoned Frey! Well, crap. So we gotta avoid those. Gosh dang it. There goes Frey. Just a waste. Oh, do we? Oh, those are invincible. Water, water, gather round.
Allow me.
Hi. Gosh dang it. You kidding me? That was stupid. That was incredibly dumb. There was no warning. There wasn't even a little AoE yellow ground marker thing. Nothing. And the fact that it was an instant kill, even for a tank? Bad mechanic. especially for a full health tank, level 80. Come on.
Allow me.
I'll just stand next to you, Gaha, I guess. Seriously, no warning and then keep going. Wait, what? Huh? Okay, no, what is going on here? This doesn't make any sense. Like, huh? Am I supposed to do something with those water spouts? Am I actually supposed to get hit by them in order to launch me up or something? Because none of my friends are doing, they're avoiding them all. Specifically standing in spots where the water spouts never show up. So what? How am I supposed to understand what I'm supposed to do? I'm going to assume that I need to hit one of these water spouts to launch me up to these water guys to attack. Yes. And it launches everybody? What? They were all avoiding them, specifically! I hate this. This is so dumb. Absolutely nothing showed that that's what I was supposed to do.
Allow me.
Allow you to what? Graha? Allow you to what? Huh? So dumb. You know, in boss fights, you're supposed to avoid the mechanics, you know? So why would I think that I should specifically get hit by the mechanic in order to do the thing you're supposed to do. Like I said before, dumb mechanic. Supposed to get hit by these? This time? Okay. Oh, this time you gotta avoid them. I see how it is. Once you learn the mechanic, you have to then completely reverse the thing that you just learned. Yeah, was they trying to get this thing? Heirloom gauntlets of maybe. Why do these dungeons always specifically give me the things that are not for the class that I'm using? I don't get it. Getting all these things of naming and aiming when I'm a tank. Actually, you know, it seems maiming and aiming are the things that they give the most. Whether I'm a tank or a healer. Now we need fire to fire the clay. You'll be warm again soon. Very warm. Yeah. What? We're all. Is that lava or? Doesn't really look like lava. It looks too viscous to be lava, but I guess it is. It's just moving so fast. Off we go. Please try not to fall behind. Get back here. What the ribbit? What? What did you? I was not holding left trigger. It's weird. We can't stop us, Ruby. Alright, Moses. Okay. Why didn't you just do that and just clear a path past all the enemies, huh? No? everywhere. Stupid slimes. Give me all that health.
Away with you!
Hey, you. Focus on me. Smite this feet once. Oh, rip it. Yeah, honestly, this thing just keeps popping up, causing problems. Go. Kill him, fire code. Oh, that's it? Okay. That takes care of the kill. Time to bake ourselves a proxy. Oof.
Right then. Let's get this over with.
Yeah. Stretch.
Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Excuse me? What do you mean newborns are want to be difficult? Ali Jay's newborn wasn't difficult. Mapping the realm, Matoya's read it. Don't show any fear, they can smell it. Garb aside, I suspect the creature will be anything but regal. perfect. Everybody all the way back here. Okay. Oh. Oh, Nanny? Okay. Uh-huh.
Stubborn.
There we go. Deal with this thing. Is it not? Ah! Hi! Okay. Woo! Up and a puff.
You underestimate me!
Fight had its own sound though. I am getting a little tired of hearing this song over and over for like every fight with Shadowbringers and post Shadowbringers. You know? I want to hear some variety. Especially for a boss fight. Oh, right. Whoops. That's bad. Vulnerability's up. That one mistake. But we finished that. We're good. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Scouting? Gascons of scouting? They look decent, but like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. What is this? Not a single piece of tank gear.
There we are. Quite tame.
Yeah, now. Sheesh.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
After all that? Well, Alphina's had a nice long rest, so... he should be good to go.
That should suffice.
Hopefully.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some porkses. Assuming, that is, someone can spare the requisite energy.
Looking at Matoya. Or,
A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Istola.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the Mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
Uh-huh.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one.
Somehow.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed.
Okay.
Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
See, look
In
at those
addition
nice
to the
blue
porksies,
eyes.
I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Hey, you stole it. Looks like you're walking around and walking your way out of the cave, perhaps. Despite your previous comments. Hello? Okay. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Ishtola. They are peas in a pod, are they not? You may now enter Matoya's relic with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the trust interface, blah, blah, blah. I literally just entered that duty with a party of NPCs. So, what do you mean I may now enter it with a party of NPCs? Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Laminsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. Well, yeah, of course. That's standard procedure. I'll go back to Sage for this one. Though, hang on, what's Dark Knight at? Okay, getting close to 81. Sage is still a little ways from 82. Right, map. Fulanosia. Actually, can I use... Yeah, I can use return. It'll be free, at the very least. castle? And I mean, really, ain't no way the Admiral would say no to a visit from me. I mean, come on. Now, what? Hey. Do I have to actually go, like, up the stairs or something? Should be the lift. Bulwark Hall? I wouldn't think so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I gotta talk to Xanthale. Yes, I'd like to talk to the Admiral, please. The Beast Tribesman.
My friends, what brings you here this day? Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it, here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Leminsans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Wildbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting.
Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest.
Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. You mean flounder? I am given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfir, has been bedridden for some while with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sicard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets with the rogues, with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. Leave it to us. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever the Sicard wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn, then. Good luck. By the way, by way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sicard. If you could approach the pirates, Genossia, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers.
Of course. I've had some run-ins with pirates. I was a rogue once myself. To the upper decks, then. Near the aft castle, it seems. Oh, and near the 7th eye or something? 7th something. At any rate.
Eh? Eh? You want to know about Sicard? He's a wily bugger, he is. Is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moonskate's place at old Hilfir's side. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Gaians are gone, and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet. With that jumped up bilge rat Sicard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters, as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways. Don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all that bad.
Yeah. It's true. Right now, we'll go to the drop skill. guess up here. Ah, Carvelane.
Curious about Sicard, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save for that bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Galilean vessels. Yet these have all but vanished from the sea since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East. But the executioners are less forward-thinking. I cannot imagine how they would. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how then are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals. But mayhap you will have more luck.
Perhaps so. In fact, why didn't I just go straight to the executioners? Why all this rigmarole running around talking to other pirates and whatnot when I could just go straight to the executioners and be like, yo, sup? I mean, really, what are they gonna do? Huh? Absolutely nothing, that's what. I mean, they're limbs and lemons and pirates, and I'm level 81. So, yeah.
I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first?
That's all the information I gathered.
So just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sicard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbour Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contracted Hori Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes, though we have no hard evidence as yet. We must investigate further. Agreed. So, how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I have already taken the liberty of making certain provisions.
Is that so, Alphina? What are you up to? Oil?
The search for Sicard.
During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Nimza, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction, and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Ocean's Embrace in Lower Lanosia shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once.
Off they slowly walk. To the dry docks, then. Perhaps I shall even hop to Reaper. If we're gonna run into trouble, it might be nice to be a DPS. Hello, Elfinite.
That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Genosia's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha is right, and even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? Oh, very well. I'll leave it to you, Graha.
Got business with me, Catboy?
You're the crystal wholesaler?
That I am. But you're no merchant. So what do you want the crystals for?
Oh
my goodness, Graha.
Don't look at us, you idiot! You'll give yourself away.
Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you've got there.
Indeed, yes, Graha. That's right. I'm indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares.
Well, we don't invite just anybody into our storehouses.
Take time to establish trust, you understand. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price.
Alright. It's plain that's no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me.
Gosh dang it, Graha.
It seems to be working. Let's follow them.
I don't think it's working at all. I think that guy just wants to beat up Graha and take his staff. And is just leading him into an ambush. Because ain't no way he's buying that story of weapons. By cedarwood.
They went into that tunnel. Quietly now.
Uh-huh. I was about to say, where are you guys going? That's the last stage of the quest. Where am I going to start the next one?
You won't find any finer, especially not for the price.
Indeed. I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap?
There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's what you're worried. They're from Ogamoro, if you take my meaning. Stuff's as pure as it gets, you won't be disappointed. So, how much do you want?
Ogamoro, taken from the kobolds just as we suspected.
Hi.
That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around slowly.
You got a gun? You do have a gun, yep. Look at that smirk. Like he's actually got me in any point of trouble. Like, come on now. I could wipe the floor with all of you by myself.
I'm Sickard, acting captain of the Bloody Executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are, Scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. Question is, what are you here for?
You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favour. We came here to learn why the Bloody Executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Lominsa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth.
That's right. Just to remind you though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessels not flying the Imperial flag, but it don't say nothing about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet's 'cause we don't want no one taking our business.
Right.
Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Her especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Ugamoro and battered Bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Ghanaians gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on, except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair.
Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face, unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa Lominsa has some other cause to hide in a cave.
Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Estalistia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation.
Y'all are horrible people. Beastmen are people too. You're still profiteering off of, at the very least, injuring intelligent beings.
I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limbs and Lamins are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sicard has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limbs and Laminza and pass on his invitation to the Admiral.
Bow, 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 bow.
Back to Melvib.
Hold up. Return. For free! It's you.
Hello, Zenthale. Melvin.
Welcome back, my friends. What news?
Well, they want to meet.
So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sicard's invitation, and I would have you join me as my guest. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the Scions present to bear witness.
Nodders.
Look who's come crawling!
Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Oh my goodness.
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
I reckon you don't. I'll wager you don't. You do know that she was expecting you guys to show up to a meeting and then you didn't. How could she forget you? Huh? Also, she's the Admiral. Of course she knows who the heads of the 3 pirate factions are. Also, I was... my intuition was pretty good with his voice.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
Merlvib's got a new voice actress. I preferred the old Merlvib though. She had a very unique voice. And it was neat.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the Beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
You do realize that's criminal behavior, right? We're a nation.
Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
What? She
Pirates have no place. Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive.
Now hang on. We found this land already occupied, so we were forced to conduct piracy in order to survive. Couldn't you have gone? Was there really nowhere else you could go? Surely there was somewhere else that was not occupied. Surely. No, we were forced to pillage and plunder the people that already lived here, the natives of these lands. Sure you were.
And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering.
Yeah.
The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Yeah.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them.
But
pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
Pirates is all we ever known. Really? Well, you know, it's not the kind of profession that lasts, bro. It really doesn't last.
We're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us?
Yeah.
Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
Oh?
A duel.
I figured.
Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
You honestly believe you could beat Admiral Merlvid in a duel? Wipe that stupid smirk off your face, dude. Also, side note, what a stupid invention, the duel. Oh, we'll settle our differences with a duel. That doesn't prove anything. You just murdered someone. That doesn't prove you were right. You just killed them.
ain't over. Not till one of us is dead. Finish the job, or I will.
Ooh. Let me guess, that's the actual boss.
It's the captain!
Uh-huh. The actual
Captain
captain.
Ilfir.
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Yeah.
Captain.
Captain.
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed.
Yep.
Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
People!
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots, with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything you want.
Why are you clinging to piracy so much?
We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate!
Yeah.
Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You've the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
The black log.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
That was a good cutscene. Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Ilfir would intervene. But full glad am I that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy.
Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors.
Yeah. Direct hit, critical. I guess I'll go with determination.
The great ship Vilbrand.
For the first time in a long time, Melvib's course is clear. Why is there a picture of a pistol, a double-barrel pistol on the ground?
Now I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagins swarmed at our hulls in ever greater numbers. Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosia, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every Ilma Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered.
Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place.
And so we must provide a reason. I'll restore their stolen crystals to them, and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies.
Great. They would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy.
Aye, and given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then.
Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure.
Precisely. He is the fish I would catch. But he will not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold's side would jeopardize our chance at peace. And there my venture founders.
Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm.
The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life. Aye, that would serve that would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what think you of our strategy?
The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Time during which Alize would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I am not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay.
Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do. And had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering. much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest or die trying.
I believe in you, Alizé!
And I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon.
Alright. Camp Overlook. And I feel it makes sense to go with Dark Knight to be Alizé's shield, fending off every kobold that comes our way.
Anthony wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us and focus on your own task. Indeed, and should you want for ether, you need only say the word. Gabu, did you follow us here?
There's something important that I want to say to the High Priest. Express state. Say. Please, let me come with you, please.
I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to the Ugamaro mines at once.
Others. We're probably gonna have to fight Titan. Almost certain. And back onto Boreas we go. Excuse me.
There. Jesus.
No fates for me today. I have a job to do. Hey, Mervip.
This Aetherite will bear us to our quarry.
Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him.
At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain till Alizé's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Einzer do the rest. This time, stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall. Hopefully. And duty calls. Commence the battle for the great ship Vilbrand. Indeed. So we're back here once again. Remember when Gabu's parents decided to summon Titan? Or Gabu. Or actually, no. His parents died and then he summoned Titan, I think?
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa.
Blufisvin.
I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Here he goes.
Aye, just as we thought.
Woo! Chains that bind thee.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Yes, I'm working on it.
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
That's why I'm a tank. That's my job. What?
Girl seeks to harm the Patriarch! With vile magics, kill her, slaughter, kill!
We must protect Alize!
Everyone to me! Everyone focus, yes.
You're in my sights.
That's some wide sights you got there, Merlin. Yeah, just about everyone's in your sights, Marlbit. Woo! Bye. Time for the chain. Yes, it's ready. Go, Angelo!
Whoa, what sorcery is this?
His tempering is too severe. I can't finish the job. So one person's ether alone is not enough.
Oh, just what we need.
Just what we need. Yeah.
You're not alone.
Talking Alize, everyone gather close.
Come to me, close to me.
Just in case we'll set your circular AoEs. Oh. Like that. Everyone's in your sights, Merlin. Anthony, let us lend Alize our ether.
Here you are, Alize.
Thanks, you two. I'll give it another try.
Bombs! We can't let them get near Alizé.
Of course.
I'm nearing my limit.
That's a lot of bombs.
More! I need more ether!
Okay, you guys got that? Good. I'll focus on these guys.
Just a little more!
Oh my goodness. Can I fight these guys? Yes, good. No? Oh, what? Dude!
Of all the reckless things, Alizé, now's your chance. All right, please, please let this work.
Figured it'd be 50%.
Still another 25. Almost there. Chancellor, please let me or ether too.
Yeah. How? Oh, there we go. Hey. The real depletion. So many stacks.
You're dead now, girl. Finished, done, what? For dead?
No, you don't. No, Admiral, it's too dangerous. I make my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limsa will have peace. Admiral!
Slay the last one. Exterminate to try slay.
No, you don't. What's up? Sir? I'm right here. Where are you going? Whoa. Say hello to Frey. My heart. Come down here. Goes again. Doing this zigzaggy around the ring. And right back to me. What a moron.
A little more ether, just a little more and I can finish this.
Got you.
Thank you. It'll work this time, I promise.
Well, I'm pretty sure it will, because he's only got 25% left.
Yes, this will do. Here I go.
Did it work?
What?
That's Gabu's parents, aren't they?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
At least he's remorseful.
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Yeah.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
Did you really expect him to stay behind?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples.
Well, at least we didn't have to
For
fight
many
Titan
long years,
again.
man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the Divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world, if you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
He's not gonna do it. Ain't no way. He aimed off. He didn't hit her. Yep. Just straight up.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gaboo does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
'Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
And so we are a step closer to peace across the land. 'Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest, but reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead, I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course, not only for Limsa Laminza, but all Eorzea. That's what I do. Swap Reaper, sure. Futures rewritten. The last of 5.4.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Yes. Sure.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
The floating city?
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
Do you mean Limsa when you say floating city? Or do you mean that Allegan city that floats in the sky?
What in the world is that?
Well, I'd like to see it with my eyes. Yeah, what?
A tower.
Another tower?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. Aye. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea.
Well, so that what? This is she. Makes it sound like that person was like, I'm calling for Admiral Merlvib. Is she available? It's like you called her personal link pearl, so yes, this is Merlvib that you are speaking to. Why would you be speaking to anybody else on Admiral Merlvib's personal link pearl? That's how that you can't just go, oh yeah, hang on, let me hand you to her and hand the. That's not how it works. You specifically call a specific
Nothing more is
person's
known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert.
I bet.
Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
What about the tower?
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
What about the tower? Are we Scions not going to investigate the tower itself? Are there multiple? Request accepted. Seems to be broadcasting some, or like projecting some kind of signal or magical wave. Quite strange. Passing strange, as they say. Girabania. The Alamegan Quarter. Come, Pororugo. We have business to attend to. And very important business. Hey, Lys. No, stop. Why do you keep targeting people that are not the person I need to talk to?
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roga preserved!
Huh?
It can't be.
Sure is a dragon.
The palace! After them!
Huh. That sure is something.
You're here, good.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, me.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why? Even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that...
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Yeah.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Ascians before.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Fandaniel. Such a flamboyant name. What do you want?
My, straight to business, is it? Suit yourself.
Yeah.
It is my intention to recreate the final days. To which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
It is my intention to recreate the final days. That's not a happy thing.
The final days? But it was the Scions who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
You crazy.
What? Why would you want such a thing?
What?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering!
You crazy.
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage.
Telophoroi? Also, we happen to be in this same place where we fought Bahamut. Xenos Bahamut. Woo! Quack! Woo! Nay, I say. I will stay.
Ah, but I nearly
fight.
forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos.
Uh-huh.
While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash.
Doesn't make any sense.
Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Lunar Bahamut, huh?
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Thank goodness everyone's safe. We've managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to make a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you.
No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Mervib tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest.
Very well. But if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you.
In other words, this is the end of 5.4. We'll speak to you in 5.5. Go rest. At the Rising Stone, specifically. Hey, Kyle.
Oh, you're back too. Good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account?
Yeah, Lunar Bahamut showed up, and so did an Ascian named Fandaniel, who wants to destroy the world.
No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It all seemed tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes, this Fandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron.
Unhinged perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and that the towers will somehow facilitate this.
He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature did resemble descriptions I've seen of the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Asian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Ishtoa?
I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I travelled to Uldar and delivered the Porxies to Her Grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Amalja claim that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible. Oh boy. Naught is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not
an exclusively Eosian phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yansha. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now, save remain vigilant, and since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian! Estinian? Now, just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we will struggle even to find him.
You let me and Kryle worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding.
If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless. So if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the Porxies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. 'Twas ever the way. The world often needs saving. Oh dear, you are not enjoying our adventure? I really could have done with a rest. 'Twas ever the way. The world often needs saving. No rest for the righteous. And save it we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take us all to the grave with him. Not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I will do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done. Smile. Futures rewritten. Quest complete.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks. The locks?
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them.
Right, she sent scouts to the tower, and then... one of the scouts, I assume?
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Uh-oh.
Glory be.
Glory be to Garibald!
Uh-oh. Towers sure are doing something.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
Lots of meanwhiles. The madman Xenos, who has shirked much armor recently.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
You don't need to do all this for that, Xenos. We can meet up wherever you want, duke it out.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing her that you await her coming, though I confess, I may have singed her a little in the process.
Informing her that you await her coming.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me.
Uh-huh.
Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
Oh, I see. He's saying, though it would be a decent death to die by your hands, Xenos. I'll keep it in mind in case my plans go awry. I can always just be killed by you, I suppose.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Uh-huh. Well, if it snapped that easily, yeah, you need a new weapon, sir. Also, you know, you could turn on some lights in your throne room. Seems an awful long way to walk in the dark. Pen and sword. And seems just 3 hours, almost exactly on the dot. The stream. Well, I believe that will call it for today. When next we meet, it will be patch 5.5, which has 6 quests, and then 5.55 has 3 quests, and then we get into Endwalker. We're on our way. On our way towards Dawn Trail. Yes. Making good progress. Hopefully we'll be able to get through all of Endwalker and post-Endwalker before Dawn Trail arrives. Wouldn't that be nice? Lots more to do. It's gonna take some time, take some doing. Yeah, I'm glad I changed my character's eye color. Because the green just seemed to clash because of my hair color and whatnot. Just looks better to have matching eye color. It looks good here, it looks good Reaper, it looks really good Dark Knight because it goes with the blue outfit. Yeah. Cocoon. Whoops. Yeah. Looking good. Real good. I should play Dragoon some more. It's a neat class. Yeah, am I missing? No? I wonder why it says update gear set. sure. Not sure what's different, but... Good times. Yeah, so... Yeah, Monday should be more Black Book, same with Wednesday. And then... more Final Fantasy next Saturday. Having a good time. Of course, off stream, I will likely be leveling more Red Mage. Probably some Blue Mage. Maybe some Thaumaturge. Get that to 50. Maybe also Conjure. I kind of want to level a White Mage, even if only for outfit purposes. What a good game, man. Can't wait for the updates this summer. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. And then also should note at the very end of this month, literally the last day, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releases. And I will certainly be streaming that. Probably not the day it releases. Well, depends. Depends how things go. If I've got the free time and it's out early enough, if it releases early enough in the day, then I may. But regardless, we shall continue forth with our regular stuffs. Rebirth, when it does release, I'll probably, if I am able to stream it, I'll stream it on, I believe it releases on a Thursday. If I am able to play it that day, then I'll play it Thursday night, followed by Saturday after Final Fantasy XIV. And then I'll probably continue it on like the Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll see what the future has in store. At any rate, I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.